Hello there, Internet. Version 2 here with Let's Play NieR. After a super long break that I said I was going to use so I could grind out a bunch of items, so I could upgrade all of my weapons. With all of that done, we can go over to our weapons and see all the details, and yeah, I haven't bothered. Okay. Let me be slightly more accurate with that. It's not that I haven't bothered, it's the fact that I have tried. And weapon grinding in this game is a long fucking process, and I have put so much time into trying to grind everything here, and it just isn't. It just isn't. It's mind-bogglingly time-consuming to try and get some of these things, because the ones that are drops that you find in the world where you just go pick them up, those are fine to get, like how I did the eagle eggs way back. The ones that drop off enemies are nightmarishly difficult. You know how I've had to grind out like the titanium alloys of some of those like robotic enemies? Yeah, like that, but with most types of enemies in the game. And oh boy, it's so much. I've decided, fuck it, I'm not gonna bother because it is just way too much. But what I have done, I've gotten enough stuff to at least do this. I've got enough Moldavite and Black Pearl so I can get the Phoenix Spear up to level 4 and max that out. My favorite weapon, because it's just absurdly high amounts of damage. We can at least get that done. So we'll start by doing that. Like, it's so time consuming. Like, I had to, like, when I stopped doing the videos to say I'm gonna go weapon grinding, like 2 weeks after that, every day I'd put 2-3 hours into playing it to try and get some stuff. And a lot of those days I wouldn't get things. And it's just like, if I went, like, there would be times where I went an hour and I didn't, like, just killing like the same particular enemies over and over, and I wouldn't get any of the items that I needed. So after 2 weeks I'm just like, fuck it, I'll do a bunch later. So about last week and a half I've been trying to do the same thing again, and it was slightly more successful in some cases, and overall not really, and I'm just like, you know what, fuck it again, I'm just gonna straight up not do it. Let's at least have enough for the Phoenix Spear to do the Phoenix Spear, and then fuck all of the others, because it is absurdly long. Because different particular shades drop particular different things, and we'll stop by the desert at one point in this video, and I can show you one of the most nightmarish examples of difficulty for it, but I mean, there's a lot. The worst example is one that I'm not going to come across in here. The lab that's beneath Emil's mansion, the one where like the perspective changes and it goes from the top down, there's like 3 particular enemies in that place that drop a particular item. I think it's a watch or something, but like a particular type of watch or something, and they drop it so infrequently, and to make those respawn you have to like go back so far to go and fight them. And like the drop rate of things, like I've got all of my magic, all of my weapons with like every item dropping increasing thing that I have, and they drop it so infrequently, and it is a nightmare. It's so like the chances of like, because a lot of those shades that drop those items, the chance of them dropping an item is not guaranteed, and even once they do drop that item, the chance of them dropping an item at all is low. And then once you get that item, the chance of it being one of the rare ones that they have is low again. And it's just, oh, it's so much. It's so much. I mean, I can upgrade a lot of things, but like to level 2, but it's just, where is it? Phoenix, but there it is. So we can get this up. Boom, level 4. So that's all done. Like, yeah, broken wristwatch was a big one. I think that was, you know, complex machines. Like, there's so many. A lot of them are for later on. Dented metal bat, shockingly difficult. The main way I had to get that was do that tree thing where you go back to the start of the game. A lot of those enemies are options like that, so I had to do a lot of it there, and it's just like elaborate machines you have to go get a bunch of, and it's oh man, there's the it's a giant egg. Giant eggs are still like random drops that are in the what's it called, village. There's so many, like there's so much it is, and like a lot of this stuff is just leveling up to like level 1, and it's like fuck. So yeah, there is a trophy. I don't know if it's a trophy for getting every weapon. up to the highest level, or if there's like a trophy for getting. I know there's a trophy for like getting like 5 up to maximum level, and I don't know if the trophies go up to getting every weapon up to the max level, or whether it's just get like a number of them up to max level. But yeah, fuck that. It's way too time consuming. I mean, like, again, I've gone through this game before, and I've played a bunch of it. And, like, I've never done all the side quests in one run, but I've done them all eventually. I've upgraded some weapons up to max before, but never all of them. I've never actually tried to get most weapons up to maximum level. This is the first time I've ever done it, and I didn't, like, I knew it was bad, because I tried to do some weapons before. I didn't realize it was this fucking, oh my god, it's so long. Oh boy, it's, it is. Whoa, okay. So, yeah, so we're saying fuck that to that. Oh, one thing I will show off, because this also pisses me off, I actually can't 100% every single aspect of this game. So if we go to our word list, our word collection is at 57%. I can't get 100% in this game. The trophy for getting it only goes up to 50%, so I can get all the trophies still, if I decide to like go back and grind out the weapons in my own time afterwards or whatever. I've got the trophies for all the words, so I can 100% like all the trophies. I can't get 100% of the words. And that is because particular shades will drop particular words. I can't fight some of those shades anymore. And again, chance of enemies dropping particular words is thing. Like, I looked up a word list and it's like, by the way, these words are like, you only have like these opportunities to get them. So if you kill these enemies and they don't drop it, reload so you do it. There's a really good example of an enemy that does that. So, again, with Emil's mention, you know how there was that shade that was in his library reading the books? Were we for Grimoire Reuben? Or if that's the name of the red one. But there was a shade in there that was reading, and we had to beat the shit out of it while it was holding its shield. That shade has a unique word. It is a word that only it drops. No other shade drops that word.
They say he figured out where Yona is.
And you're not guaranteed to get it. So if I had realized this earlier on, I probably still wouldn't have bothered. Like, if you want to get 100% of words, you have to have, like, that is the extreme example. There are other examples, but it's still, I think others, multiple shades have it, but you only fight that type of shade certain times. But that is a shade where there is one of that shade in the entire game. And it's a side quest. And if you kill it and it doesn't drop it, too bad. Reload the game and do it again. Oh shit. So, okay. So, that's just like all the weapons up to 100%, we're not doing, just can't fucking do that. All the words, we're not getting all that. Those are documents. So we've got a bunch of, I don't think I've missed any documents. I apparently haven't read a lot of them. I mean, I read them all when we first got them. And they're just not popped here as having them, so we'll just undo all that new stuff there about, yep. So I don't think I've missed any documents here. I don't think I have. Tutorials, I don't think I missed any tutorials. I think I looked it up and I didn't miss any. There's that one, like the fishing tips where you gotta go around doing things and getting tutorials from other ones. I don't think I've missed any, and they're not marked as 100% to getting them all anyway. There's a bunch of fish, and there's still a couple fish that I haven't caught, but fuck it. Like, I'm at a point where it's like, I've decided to say fuck the weapon, so I'm just like, fuck everything. So, because the weapon grinding has drained my ability to give a shit about 100%ing every single aspect of this. I mean, we're still going to go ahead and get every weapon, we're still going to go ahead and do all the side quests. Like, we're still going to do all of, like, the super worthwhile parts of 100%ing. Oh, these enemies? So this particular type of enemy, there's, like, particular items that these ones drops. So, like, I think I got all the ones that I needed off these ones. Actually, no, these might be the dented metal bands. I don't recall. There was, yeah, so, like, this particular shade has a particular item that only it drops. You have to kill a bunch of these. But also when you go into, like, out of all of those that I killed, look how many dropped an item. 1. And, like, apply that likelihood to, like, every enemy. And then apply that likelihood to enemies that, like, 3 of them appear in the entire area at any given time. And that's the fucking nightmare shit that we're talking about. I think these might be the ones in the benefit bets. I know I finished off these ones. I know it took me, I think, 2 days I think it was 2 days. It was one of the first ones that I did because I knew it was the easiest one because there were so many of them that appear. I think it took me 2 nights of trying to grind to get all the items I needed off those. And like, look how many of them appear there. And it still took that long. And there are some enemies where, like, there's the ones in the desert. 3 of them appear every time you go to the desert, and I'm pretty sure they're guaranteed to appear, unlike those ones. Because those ones, every time you go back into that, like, little path area, they don't always appear. They do a lot, and if they don't appear, you can just walk in, see that they're not going to appear, and then walk back out. But the ones in the desert, like, only 3 of them appear at any given time. And you have to unload the area by either going into Facade or leaving somewhere else for them to respawn. And their likelihood of dropping items is the same as that. And again, when they drop an item, it's not guaranteed to be the rare one. But what we did do, we're going to finish off all the quests this episode. So we're all going to do this. Life in the sand. No, that's not the right one. Bon appetit. Woo! 10 giant catfish and 10 bags of rice. The giant catfish was just the little road that leads to both the shrine and Facade. You fish there with a lure and you catch a bunch of them. That wasn't too bad. I just didn't want to do it on video. But hey, Bon Appetit 2. Pardon me. Bon Appetit 2. And Bon Appetit 1 was like in the first half of the game. I was expecting to be so slimy and smelly and gross. I suppose you'd help me out with the prep work. Knife work, I only know it's cutting up shades. I guess this won't be on the menu. Sorry about making go all that way. And nothing even happened. When my recipes don't turn out, I just feed them to the seals. That's why they're all so fat. Oh. Bon Appetit 2 complete. Yay. He's alright, huh? So that's done. Poor fisherman's there. So, for example, in terms of item grinding that isn't anywhere near as nightmarish, and this is actually one that was related to my Phoenix Spear. So if I go down here and all these items appear on the beach, and I pick up black pearls from these, this is okay. Like, it's still a low likelihood of these being black pearls. But I come here, I know there's going to be multiple the drops on this beach. I'll get other stuff there. But I know that, like, the drops here are guaranteed to appear. Not all of them, and there's particular spots that do and don't. But every time I come here, something's going to be there, and then I can get that. And all I have to do is walk there, pick them up, and then leave seafront by walking out here to have them respawn. I needed, like, 5 black pearls to upgrade my Phoenix Spear, and I got those, and that wasn't too bad. It's specifically the enemies, and it's specifically 4 different ones where it's a nightmare. And it's just, oh god. The ones in the desert, the one in Emil's basement, are the 2 nightmare ones. They're the ones that I had the most difficulty with. The ones in the desert, I think they dropped 2 different items, and I managed eventually to get all of the ones that I needed for one type, and not the other type. Okay, so I also want to point this out. You know this side quest that was, I didn't do this last episode. Master of the Southern Plains, about this appearing here, and I couldn't work it out. I looked it up. Based on the sky, when you walk between these areas, determines what does and doesn't spawn these areas. I think this dark sky is when this master appears. I think. Yeah, the fact that there's no enemies here, yeah.
Impossible.
Here we go!
Shades have grown so large.
Yeah! So this is the one. You just needed to wait for the
Probably ran
sky
out
to
of
be
stuff
like that.
to eat up on the mountain.
Keep your guard up!
Rawr!
I'm gonna make sushi out of him!
It's causing magma to shoot up from the world. It's confusing. Yeah, gonna get you. Yeah. Yeah. Roll out of the way. It's causing magma to shoot up. Are you doing anything? I don't know if you are. Well, I'm just gonna shoot magic at this fucker. Actually, no. I think I've got them on defend duty. I do. I need to change them around. I have them on defend duty. Hey, see, there's a word. So, again, a unique word for this one. Not guaranteed to drop, but hey, I got it at least. We've avenged the postman. Let's go back to report it. Complex machine. Hey, complex machine. So, again, another case of that. So, a complex machine is the thing that drops from them. So, the big one that appears down here, and I go fight it, and I believe also, like, there's one here. But I've fought this one that appears here. Again, have to grind out that one. It it's a boss, and I have to kill it so many times to get it. It's just... It's so much. It's so much. But yeah, worked out by looking it up. So I worked out is completely wrong thing. That what determines spawns of enemies in these areas is dependent on the sky. And in the last video, I just never walked into this area while the sky was completely overcast. It also determines what types... So those enemies with the large bats, the one I was saying I was grinding out, you had to wait for the sky to turn a particular color, because they only appear when it's a particular color. And I think there's 3 different types. I think there's the completely overcast like that. There is not a cloud in the sky with a blue sky, and then slightly cloudy white clouds with a blue sky. I believe. I could be wrong. Also, I've got a bad cough still. Because it's still there, because I've still ruined my throat from my last cluster episode. God, so yay. Pardon me. Oh boy. One day the cough will go away. One day the cough will go away. I don't know if it'll be anytime soon. I don't know if I'll still be doing videos by then. But one day, hopefully, it'll go away. So with me ranting about how difficult it is to grind out this game, and I've already fucked up 100%ing the game. This game hates completionists, and I'm 100% aware that it's designed that way, and I'm still trying to complete it, but I'm trying to complete it just to show how nightmarish it can get.
Hey.
Look, I killed the shade in the Southern Plains. Thank you, thank you. I don't know what to do about all the post-minute quit, but I guess I'll figure out something. Here's your reward. A bunch of money. And all you get for a lot of these side quests is money. But again, the main reward for side quests is the fact that some of the side quests have actually really touching stories. And it's like, aw. And then some of the side quests have the interesting interactions between the characters. Again, what you have to do for the side quests sometimes gets very annoying, and the actual action of completing a lot of the side quests is very unsatisfying. But the writing for the side quests is still some of the better ones that I've seen. Which is interesting in Automata, where the execution of the side quest in terms of what you have to physically perform is way better. Like, it's not even close, it's way better. But the writing isn't as good. And it's not necessarily that the writing isn't as good, it's just that it's less frequent. You'll still get side quests where it's still awesome and fun happenings in the side quests. So we've got another overcast night, but now the boss isn't there. Now we've got these things. So instead of having all of this spawn, now we've got the different types, which means that if you want to grind up particular items, too bad. Thankfully, none of the side quests in this half of the game require needing any items from the animals that no longer spawn in the 5 years since, like, these sheep or deer or whatever. I don't need any of those items for side quests in the second half of the game, because that would be too mean. That would be too nightmarish. Yeah, you'll still have side quests in Automata where the writing for the side quests is really good and interesting and has a lot of like character play between characters and touching stories and everything. It's just, it doesn't happen anywhere near as frequently in this one. You have a lot more side quests in that where it feels the writing in terms of why are you doing this? Why does this person want this done? How do your characters react about doing it? It feels like it happens a lot less frequently. I mean, it may not. It may happen. It may be as frequent. It just doesn't feel that way. I don't know. Probably has a lot to do with the fact that in that game, a lot of those interactions are about, you feel this? Yeah. Are we supposed to be feeling that? No? Oh, okay, cool.
We'll protect this village while you're gone.
You don't get as many conversations between party members in Automata of a bunch of characters talking shit to each other about stupid bullshit for a side quest. It doesn't happen as often in Automata, and that's mainly just because of the characters that are in Automata. It doesn't really suit them. Okay, so now with 98% of quests completed, it's time for Life in the Sands, which, contrary to the name, we do very little in the desert for. It actually all takes place at NieR's house. So it's okay. So, in terms of this game hates completionists. If you do not have a guide, good fucking luck ever completing this. A person near the mailbox at Facade wants seeds to grow in the desert. Bring the client 10 pink moonflower seeds. And that's what you're told. And I don't know if you're ever told any more information about how to get pink moonflower seeds. So I'm going to explain how I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to do it, and hope that I'm not here all day to do it. So, as I've probably shown in terms of cultivating and everything, here is your farm. You can grow a bunch of shit, and yay, you've got all things that you can plant and all the happiness here. So, to get pink moonflower seeds, you have to grow and hybrid different plants. That's right, we're getting motherfucking Animal Crossing up in this shit. So, we'll go to our cultivation, and I'll explain this, and then I'll record me doing it all, but I might, like, skip around, fast forward, whatever. Okay. So, you can buy, I believe from Seafront, red moonflower seeds, gold moonflower seeds, and blue moonflower seeds. Not pink ones, and you're like, fuck, okay, how do I get pink ones? And this is where it gets annoying. So, if you plant moonflower seeds next to each other, you can get hybrids of those colors eventually. So, what you want to do to get this, and also, as I'm going to do this at the same time because it's on the path to it, and it's a neat touch, and one of the few side trophies I'm actually going to go for, and you'll see why. Pardon me. So, like, we've got 5 spots here, so for one row, we're going to plant seeds, and we're going to alternate which one we do in each one. It makes it more likely so you can get hybrid colors. So the way to do this is we'll go and plant our stuff. I'm also going to plant bounty fertilizer on everything so I can get more seeds, because I'm doing multiple things here, because I need more than 10 pink moonflower seeds, because I need to grow, because I need to give 10 of those away, and I need to keep some for myself growing. So I'm going to plant bounty fertilizer on everything. So if we go around and we go red, gold, red, gold, red, gold, or gold, red, whatever we do there, we plant all of those. We water them so they're more likely to grow, or they increase the yield that they have, or whatever it is. So we'll leave them like that. These plants will then grow. It's supposed to be in real time. If you did this in real time, it would take literally a month if you're lucky. I'm not even joking. Because the growing of these plants is based on real time. So you'd plant all these and you go plop, 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 plop. You grow all your plants like red, gold, red, gold, red, gold, red, gold. Your first 8 hours you can plant stuff, and first 8 hours after you plant stuff, you can water it to increase it. After that, up between that point, and I believe for the moonflower seeds, it's up to 36 hours. Between the 8 and 36 hour point is when it'll flower up, and you can pick up your red moonflowers and your blue moonflowers and whatever. We don't want that though. What we want is to go past that. We need to go 48 hours in advance to when all of our red and golds planted next to each other wither and die. Once they wither and die, it's just like they died. Let's pick up the seeds that were that came from the flowers that were there, so we can plant them again. When they wither and die, you have a chance that some of the seeds that you plant, that came from the dying plants, are your hybrid seeds. So we put red and gold, and hopefully one of the withered dying ones ends up being a peach moonflower seed. By the way, the chance of it happening, I believe, is 10% for every hybrid process of this. The chance of seeds turning into the seed color that you want, I believe, is 10%. So you do that, you go red gold so you can get the peach once they die. And then you're like, cool! Then that's not necessary for the pink moonflower, but I'm going to do it anyway. Then we'll plant gold, blue, gold, blue, gold, blue, gold, blue, gold, blue. Once they wither and die, with the exact same process as before, waiting 48 hours, picking up the ones having a 10% chance, we'll pick up some seeds that are, instead of being gold or blue, are indigo. Now, to get the pink moonflower ones, you've then got to plant your indigo moonflower seeds next to your red moonflower seeds. And then you go plant, 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 plant. Again, wait 48 hours, wait for them to wither and die, pick up the seeds, and hopefully some of those will be pink moonflower seeds, again, with a 10% chance. So that's how you'll get your 10 pink moonflower seeds to hand to the person in Facade. Now, we're going to go a step further with this and get a trophy while we're doing this. Then we're going to get what extra we have of our pink moonflower seeds and our peach moonflower seeds, and plant those next to each other of our double hybrid. Then once we've done that, we're going to, again, let them wither and die, and hopefully we get some white moonflower seeds. And with that, we can repeat all of that with our white moonflower seeds and our peach and our pink ones, and hopefully, eventually, we will be able to get a lunar tier. And getting a lunar tier flower to pick up is worth your trophy. So, I'm going to do that while we're here, because we need lunar tiers for Kaine. And Yona when we go see her. So we're going to do that. And I'm just going to show... So, fertilize! Bounty! Animations are also incredibly time consuming for this. So we plant that one, then we'll fertilize this. I mean, it is fast. It is actually faster if I just do them one by one. I was just worried I'd forget. Okay. So we'll fuck, I should have sold the other ones. Okay, we'll plan our red. So we've got 15 spots here, so we can do multiple of these. So, red, gold. So I'm gonna do all of these red, golds first. Then once we've got enough, move on to gold, whatever, yada, yada, yada. So then we've got that. And then we're gonna fertilize this. So, again, if you wanted to do this in real time, every attempt that you want to take at this, you would have to wait 2 days between this planting process to see if you get the right seeds. And again, you've got a 10% chance of getting the right seeds. Fortunately, we're gonna say fuck that bullshit and we're gonna go to the system clock of the PS3 and skip time. But even then, that means planting all this, saving the game, exiting the game, going into that, loading up the game, going through all the load screens. It is still a nightmare. Oh boy. I'm gonna be here the rest of the fucking afternoon. I won't have to talk for most of it, but I'm gonna be here the rest of the fucking afternoon doing this. Okay. So I've explained what I'm doing. I might cut back when we get the right seed colors or whatever. I'm just gonna continue recording. And I will cut it up so hopefully soon we will have our pink moonflower seeds. And oh boy. This is, as I said at the beginning of this, how the fuck are people meant to do this if they don't have a guide? How the fuck are people meant to work, like, how are people meant to work out to do this on their own? I don't think that's possible. Either way, I'm gonna continue with this shit, and we'll cut back to when this shit isn't still happening. Yay! I can probably do some of this.
What? You dumbass! Sorry, he said you want sorry. Was gibt es?
Hello there, internet. Once again, we are here. I don't know why I'm doing an introduction. It's still part of the previous video. Probably because it's been so long since that. Yeah, we got the pink ones! We finally got... So, putting the red and indigo ones, eventually got some pink ones. I only got like 4 though, so we've planted a bunch. So we can get a bunch more seeds, and hey, we've got enough pink moonflower seeds to do that. I did say I was going to plant the pink ones next to the peach ones to get a lunar tier with the white moonflower seed. Then I looked it up, and that's got a 1% chance of happening. So, in the grand tradition of this episode of me giving up on shit because it's too annoying, I'm giving up on that shit because it's too annoying. But what we do have is we've got 18 pink moonflower seeds. So I'll have 8 spare. So if I ever do decide to go and use the pink with the peach ones, I have enough to do that again after I give these pink ones here. But yeah, basically plant pink and peach, just alternating like this, and then come back when they're flowering this time as opposed to when they're seeds, and see if you get a lunar tier out of it. Because a lunar tier is just a white moonflower. So, with that, we can now head to Facade and finish that up. Overall, that process of planting, going, changing the time, coming back from the start, not including like the time it took for me to go buy the seeds and everything, I'd say that was about an hour and a half or so. I can put a timestamp, I'll put a time thing beneath me here if I remember of exactly how long it took, because I recorded the entire thing so I can time exactly how long it took, and because I'm planning on putting little subtitles along the sped up video to actually show what's happening and stuff. But yeah, I want to say it was an hour and a half to 2 hours. No, I don't think it was 2 hours. I think it was about an hour and a half for me to get up to the point where I got some pink moonflower seeds. But, so it doesn't sound that bad, but it's still an hour and a half of just planting stuff and then just skipping time and doing that. If you wanted to do it in real time without skipping time though, every single time I pushed it forward, you'd have to wait 2 real life days for it, which I believe on the system clock, based on the times that things were saved out, I think I skipped about 2 weeks. So if you wanted to do it in real time without cheating, it would have taken 2 weeks of what I just did, with having to come back every 2 days to harvest them and see whether you got, and again, you gotta wait those 2 days to see if you get it. It's a percentage chance. I should probably just take one of my anecdotal weeds because lazy. Okay, so now that we're in the desert, see this bird thing? I'm gonna kill it while I'm here, because fuck this bird thing. This is one of the annoying enemies to kill to get items. I believe this thing only spawns once you get all 5 keys, but see, I kill it there, and it didn't drop an item. There's one here, there's one over near the docks there, and then there's one in the sandstorm area. To have them respawn, you're gonna go into Facade or out there. I don't even think it always, like, I had some situations where I went to one of those and it didn't respawn. Would you all fuck off? Jesus, I'm chewing through these things because I'm not paying attention. I could have taken that thing to quick travel, but I keep forgetting they're a thing. And yeah, there's 2 different items that I need from those. And I think it's 3 of one and 5 of the other, or 3 of one and 2 of the other. Something like that. It's not super high. And I got 1 of all of them, but I didn't get the other one. And it's just, Actually, that reminds me. I'm pretty sure I've turned the difficulty up to hard, because I heard somewhere that it has a higher drop rate. I should probably turn it back down to normal for the final area. Let me do that now before I forget. Did I do that? Did I do that? I think that might be from the main menu. Yeah, but I am on hard difficulty. I should change it around because because the final area is actually difficult. I think it was this person. Yo!
Hey.
I've got your seeds. Blah! Now we're one step closer to bringing forth the Order of the Demonic Blossom. Oh, great. Cool. I'm helping something bad. Sorry, what? I wasn't listening. Oh, nothing. Thanks for the flowers. And life in the sands is complete. And with that, the ridiculous thing of completing every single side quest in this game has finally been done. We have completed every single side quest. It was fairly unnecessary, but we've done it. So we've done all of those. We've still got weapons to collect in the world, so we'll get those soonish. Can't get all the words, because fuck that. And hey, I know I said a 100% playthrough, and then I abandoned a lot of that. Well, I abandoned the trophies. Really, the only parts that I'm skipping out on is doing trophies. Like, I did every side quest, and that's the main aspect of 100%ing it. Like, I mean, actually, a lot of the trophies are even more grindy. I mean, think Life in the Sands is bad. You have to go one step beyond that for one trophy. The fishing for the ultimate fish, there's a fish that is hard. Actually, I could probably catch that now. I could probably do that now. The legendary fish. Because there was the legendary fish that's at the docks here that we had to do for the final Fisherman's Gambit. There's actually a fish above that that is the most difficult fish to catch that you can't catch until you finish that. And I believe it's also at the fuck you, prick. Yeah, I definitely need to turn down this before I go to the end. The damage is very, very high. I think the ultimate fish is here. I'm fairly certain it is, and I think it's the sardine still that you need to catch it. I believe it is. Really tempted to try and fish for it and see. I'm gonna find out. Let's fish. Sardines! I think it's sardines. Might be another fish that you need to catch. I don't remember. Oh. Oh! Oh! Catch it! Come on! Go, go, go! Oh! Well, we're gonna wait. See, it's this difficult, so I'm just like, oh, it could be it. And then I'm thinking, that could also be the legendary fish. Oh, like it could be the Hyneria. There's like the Hyneria is the legendary fish, but then there's like a super legendary fish that is, I believe, also here. This could just be me catching another. If this is another Hyneria, then fuck it. I probably should have looked it up, but yeah. Oh well. Every trophy is meh. Know that it's difficult. I did all the side quests, and that's the main thing that I'm happy with. Bailing on everything else because I'm a lazy coward is fine. Come on, I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you so much. That was a Hyneria. Damn it. Alright, let me try one more time. But hey, we got another Hyneria. Maybe I should also be looking it up while I'm doing this. Without... okay. Well, that's nothing. That's it. Okay. That is scrap. That is garbage. Oh. My phone isn't obeying me. Let me just quickly look this up, because if it is here, I might just say fuck it and try. That's the one. That's what I'm looking for. Need help fishing for it. Okay. Because I believe it's sardines here. Okay. No, that's not helping. Okay. Catching it, there we go. It's almost asking for help to catch it. Okay, yeah, it's definitely sardines. Is it here? Is it here? I want to say that it is. In the desert by the fast travel boat with a sardine. Yeah! There we go, okay. Let's try again, yeah. I'm also reading something here. Only appears every 10 attempts, so I might need to try this 10 times to even try and catch it. This feels more difficult than the last one. I can't tell if it is or not. Oh! I mean, I guess if I've fished here before, like trying to catch the high area before, then this might count as a 10th attempt, or maybe guides don't know what they're talking about. This is most definitely it. Okay, well, hey, we're gonna do one of the side things, because I was here while we're at it. I did also say I was gonna do fishing. I did say I was gonna do fishing in this episode, so hey! We're doing some fishing. There's also a fishing achievement for catching every different type of fish, but again, I'm gonna bail on that, because I am lazy. I figured I put off this LP for so long because I wasn't doing all this side stuff, and it's like, do I want to make it even longer before I do all this stuff by trying to do everything too much? No, I don't. Oh, okay, oh. I'm losing it sometimes. I'm watching it go yellow sometimes. Come on. I believe in me. We're almost halfway there. Fuck, this is insane. It's so much. Catch it. Oh, wiggle it. Okay, I stopped wiggling it for a second. Ah, shit. Come on. We're working there. We're like halfway there. It's the slowest that any health bar in the entire game drains. No bosses have health bars that are this sturdy to my attacks. Oh, we're gonna get it. Maybe, but I'm fucking up. Come on, NieR. Go, go, go. I believe in you. I believe in you, NieR. Come on, you can do it. Come on, we're so close. Ish. How many minutes is it to catch this thing once you hook it? Damn it! Damn it! Damn it! It broke off. I guess I let it go yellow too many times. Okay, well that is the Rhizodont, and that's how you catch that shit. If I have to try a bunch of times to get it again, then I'm not going to... Actually, we can just go straight to the... Let's go back to the village. Before we head off to the end of the game, because that's where we're heading next. So that's the Rhizodont, which I believe is named after an actual extinct fish. What was I saying? Yeah, we'll go back here, we'll chat to people before we head off. I already got part of the introduction of going to Lost Shrine about there's that no turning back now or something, I think. Like, I believe I already got some dialogue about that because I had to go there for one of my many, many side quests. This is the episode where I bail on trying to 100% this game because it's too much. But I do every side quest. But trying to 100% to beyond that is too insane. Yo! Doesn't look like I'll come back next time you're free, okay? Yeah, because I did everyone. I helped everything. I did every side quest. I just haven't gotten every trophy. Every trophy for this game is... so much. It's so much. It's so much. Okay, let's just... We'll go up here. We'll speak to Devs. No, Popes. That Devil was in the bar. We can look at our wall of trophies, because I don't think we've... Have we done that? I don't know. So long since the last episode, and I didn't watch over it, because it was too long. But hey, I did Life in the Sands, and that's the important thing. Every side quest is enough for me. It's the most annoying game to complete. Everything. Okay, maybe not the most annoying, but fuck is it up there. Yeah, look at all my trophies. Look at all the shit that I killed. Why would public collecting figures of shades we defeated? I haven't a clue. Ah, hell, if they unreal, I guess I don't give a damn. Let her do what she wants. She's a weirdo. I can't climb these ladders, can I? They're not real. No, okay. Hey, Purpler. Please be careful. I'll do my best. Well, we'll head to the Lost Shrine. We'll stop dicking around. We will head up to the entrance of the Lost Shrine because there's a save point up there, and I'll end the episode there so we can just start the next episode by immediately getting into it, just going right there. Oh, and I can also hiccup a lot too. Also gotta go shove the difficulty back down to normal in between episodes. Not on the final thing on hard because it just takes so much damage. I mean, I dish out a fuckload of damage. My Phoenix Spear is... But this may be, out of the spears, the one that does the most damage. I think it is. I'm not certain, but I think it is.
Thank you for protecting our village.
You're welcome. I have done my best. I mean, that giant thing attacked us, and people are alive after that. So, I mean, I'm doing okay, I guess. Maybe not fantastic, but I'm doing okay for protecting the village. Yo! Boatmaster General. Yes, I am. Let's go to the Lost Shrine. And see how long it takes me to climb up the Lost Shrine, because it's an annoying process to climb up to, because it's long! Again, I really like this game for a lot of reasons. There's so many aspects of it that is annoying. And I feel a lot of it's deliberately annoying. Like, I feel like a lot of the, deliberately making it incredibly difficult to 100%. Making walking around certain places annoying. I can't tell how much of that is trying to pad out the game to make it last longer. How much of that is just it being an RPG just taken to a ludicrous extent because they could. And how much of it is Yoko Taro just fucking with people. It's very hard to tell the exact, like, ratios of how much is fucking with people and how much of it is just because it is. Whatevs. Point is, we're actually nearly there. I mean, we've been nearly at the end of this game for longer than we've been playing the game. Like, kind of, in a weird sense, but yeah, we're nearly there. I think some enemies in this Lost Shrine have unique items too that I never got around to. Or maybe they were just ones that also dropped some items that I could use. I can't remember. Like, I want to say... I don't think it's these sword dudes, but... I say there was something that had special items. I don't remember. Don't remember off the top of my head. But... yeah. We don't need to fight any of them now anyway. Maybe it was that one. Or is that similar to the one that's flying in the desert? Might be a different one. I don't actually know 100% off the top of my head. I never got around... If that was a flying enemy that I had to grind out, I never got around to it because I gave up because of the desert fuckers. Ow! Pricks. Go away! Go away! Just spawn right as up just with a giant fucking lance in the face. Hell yeah. Ah! And inwards we go. So now that we're inside, now we can start the part where we climb up to the top. And then once we're at the top, then we can start the part where we're working our way to the door. Oh boy. Why I saved it. This is why I'm going to save it here at the end of the episode as opposed to the village. But hey, we've left home now. We're not going back home. Maybe I should have checked to see if there was anything at home. Oh, it really doesn't matter. I spent enough time at home planting fucking seeds. That's right, the next episode will have a lot less exasperation because it'll just be all finishing the game, getting plot and shit, and fighting enemies. The annoying, grindy parts of this game are not present in there because it's just playing the game. And as we go up here and get little bits of music from the tree as well. And every time I go through here, I forget how to actually get through here. I think it's this way. Go away. Just don't make me move any blocks and I'll be happy. Pretty sure I don't at this point going through here, but still. So many shades. Go away. Christ. Hey, it's a boss! Maybe it was this. I was gonna say, if you knock me off the edge, I'm gonna be very pissed. Maybe these things like drop complex machines or something. Simple, yeah, it was, yeah. But so did the other big ones. Maybe this is just an area where it was just like, oh, these are simple big ones to kill or something. I'm trying to remember and I realize how much I don't. But hey, a simple machine, that will help in a small amount of process towards actually doing all the weapons that I'm not going to turn around and do because fuck it, because we're at the end of the game. Oh my god. Hey, I upgraded the Phoenix Spear to maximum level, and that helps us play the game with the damage it does, so it's enough. Also, now that I'm getting to this point, I can probably just shove different... I probably don't need item drop increase words on any of my items at this point, because I'm done with that. Ah, boy, oh boy, oh boy. And this game has had a reputation in terms of that shit. It's Elaborate Machine! I think that's the one that's in between complex. Technical Guide, that's also a thing. Strength Capsule, I don't actually need. There we go, yeah. Technical Guide, I don't think I need those. There's a lot of items that these enemies will drop that is actually 100% not useful in terms of doing everything. It's kind of nuts. There was ones that dropped like coloring in books. You don't use those for anything. They just drop them. I guess you could sell them for money, but I'm already at the point where I have the trophy for getting 1,000,000 gold because I grunted out rice and wheat and shit with farming. I've done a lot of farming. Obscene amounts of farming. If you think about it. Which you probably shouldn't because it'll just make you upset. Hi there, enemies, once again. Y'all go away. Fuck off. Here we go! To actual outsides! And now we can get up to the top and we can be almost ready to start the end of the game. Oh, man. It's weird coming back to this. I took probably too long of a break to come back to this. Also, once I got to the point where I first decided, fuck it, I'm not doing all the item grinding, I was already in the middle of another LP, so it was a case of, well, I can't start it now, wait till the other LP finishes. And then by the time that LP finished, which was Shadow of the Colossus, I again got to the point of, fuck it, I'll actually go back and try it. And then once I gave up on that, it was a matter of, okay, fine, I'm not actually gonna do it. Then, yeah. Whatever. No one's watching this anyway, so it doesn't matter that I took a 2-month break from it. All of this work to get all these items and everything completed for an LP that no one's watching. It's great. It's great. I'm using my life effectively here. I went the wrong way, didn't I? I've got to go in here first. Whoopsies. As long as it's been since I've played this, I've forgotten how to navigate this area. Hello there, more enemies. There's so many of them. There's so many shades here trying to stop me. Go away. You can't stop me from getting to the Shadow Lord, motherfuckers. I will get there. And there ain't nothing you can do about it. Because we're here. Yeah! They're still firing off all their magic and everything. Okay. Well, now we can finally save it here. We'll save it on this spot. So, with that, that is the give up quest completed. We've completed every side quest, and that was the main thing. And all the trophies and all the weapon upgrades I got lazy with, so fuck those. Point is, on the next episode, while those things are still shooting at us, the next episode, we're going in here. We're gonna confront the Shadow Lord, and we are gonna finish this. So, until then, this is version 2, signing out.